everybody. It's official. The gods must be crazy, and I'm not talking about the cult movie. I can't seem to go more than 7 or 8 days apart without having at least one vivid dream, and not just any vivid dream, one which a fellow cashier that I worked with at my final Rite Aid shows up in home and personal related settings outside of Rite Aid. It's getting embarrassing. I can't even. It's gotten to the point that I can't even. I'm too ashamed to say a certain given feminine name. All I would say is it was among the top 20 new names for girls in North America during the mid-20th century, but it's systematically declined in use since the 1970s, and in the North America, it's barely within the top 1,000 new names for newborn girls. On the other hand, in the British Isles, it still ranks in the top 100 names in that category. Something's got to give. Yeah, seems like. In fact, I think hearing certain songs out an old cell phone that I was using for a music player when I was doing my outings yesterday, there were two Deep Purple songs that said that name, and there was a Deep Purple song that said that referenced the name in lyrics. I think it jinxed me. Something's gotta give. I've had nearly all the people I work with at my final Rite Aid have appeared in my dreams, but it's one cashier that appears more than the others, and in some of these dreams, we either do things together, or that particular cashier is in my house. What is going on? If I truly did miss someone that I worked with at my last Rite Aid, then then someday there'll be a NBA team that loses 75 or more games in the regular season. Okay. Oh, speaking of yesterday's outing, I did a little minor makeover. I moved up that Buddha canvas print up an inch or two to allow me to create some organizational room on top of the bed. For the past year or so, I've been making use of an organizational item that is occasionally sold at Five Below. Under that wooden drawer, under that wooden file drawer, I should say, is a desktop riser. I've purchased quite a few of them for various purposes. One was instrumental in setting up my webcam, and one that was actually purchased off of Depot on the secondary bookshelf next to this computer desk was instrumental in setting up my digital rabbit ears. Since I rely on OTA television and we don't have cable or satellite right now. And there's a few random modes for other organizational purposes as well. And some more on the two footballs this week. A couple of nights ago, Scarlet Camberos and Club America Femenil got their sweet revenge as she scored the only goal in Club America Femenil's 1-0 home win over CF Pachuca. And another football note, switching code, I must add. Simply put, oft concussed Tua is no longer the real franchise quarterback answer for the Dolphins. They should consider getting a new quarterback in the 2026 draft. It hasn't mattered who the Dolphins head coach has been. Concussions and other injuries have compromised his potential. And it's not Mike McDaniel's fault either, even though he's said to be in the hot seat. Seriously though, the last 19-20 months at my final Rite Aid put a curse on me. And part of this curse is having a certain cashier follow me in my vivid dreams that I sometimes have. I prefer dreams that are easy to forget when waking up, not ones that stick with you for days or months. I've been keeping a digital dream log, I should say, in my Samsung Notes. Just like I also keep a lot of Samsung Notes of all the job applications that I filed since the end of Rite Aid, as well as whether the very few interviews that I've had. That's enough to get off my chest right now. It's breakfast time. Peace out.